great pleasure to give out this award this evening. I think from an Adobe perspective, it's something that we're really passionate about and continuing to invest in education for girls in technology.
Fantastic. And there you go. But before we reveal the winner, let's have a look at the finalists.
The nominees for Unlocking Student Talent Through Technology Award: Ulrika Delby and Dag Wolters, co-founders at Hello World. Hello World is a non-profit organisation that makes digital creation accessible to all children and young people, regardless of background. Paulina Olsson, co-founder and CEO at Peppy Paris. Paulina has shown an exemplary commitment in her work with combining digital play and education to teach young children social and emotional skills worldwide. Joni AlWindi, CEO at EdVisto. Joni has shown persistent dedication and commitment in his mission to empower children through modern teaching. Imad El-Abdallah, founder at Kidnovation. Imad is an esteemed lecturer and entrepreneur in Sweden. He remains the driving force behind Kidnovation, an innovation company that creates tools for children that help provide healing and a healthy outlook. Kidnovation includes employees, partners and specialist contributors from over 13 different countries. Johan Sanderud, CEO and co-founder at EdQ. EdQ visualizes individual students' development and needs using smart learning materials that also enable individual target setting. EdQ has led to improved school results.
So Sarah, you go ahead.
Here we go. So, Unlocking Student Talent Through Technology Award. The incredible work to merge technology and education, reaching every child on an international level. And the winner is Joni AlWindi.
Thank you so much, first of all. I'm very humbled and very honored to be here, and I thank Claudia so much for also reaching out to me when I was nominated. And well, basically, I would just like to say that I think it's so important to precisely, following this title, unlock student talent through technology. And just a couple of comments. I myself enjoyed studying in the traditional way very much. I enjoyed learning by reading, listening to the teacher, and I got top grades all my life until I was about 22 and was studying at the Stockholm School of Economics and didn't really know why I was studying so much. And I wasn't really motivated to read the 1,000 pages textbooks and memorize all the content anymore, which had been very easy in high school. So I kind of had to take a break from studies and life in general and got this opportunity to travel to Colombia and teach English for a year. And as I enjoyed helping my friends to learn, I thought that teaching might be quite interesting. And I really enjoyed teaching English for a year. And a few years later, I was when I came back to Stockholm, my path was still to finish my studies at Stockholm School of Economics, but I was always kind of trying to find a way to get back to Colombia and to do something with a purpose. And I found this opportunity to apply for a scholarship, the minor field study scholarship by SIDA, the development agency, and that was in conjunction with the master thesis. So I applied for the scholarship a few years later and got the opportunity to travel back to Colombia. And this time I was not teaching English in a private school, just enjoying life, but I made it to the slums of Colombia and had the opportunity to visit about 200 schools in one of the most dangerous slums in Cali of Colombia. by foot, which was not really recommended at the time. But I had very good contacts. I made very good friends who were street educators, and they guided me and my partner from also Stockholm School of Economics, Patrik Åkerman, who I also thank very much for inspiring me into going into education. We were studying international economics, and I didn't know anything about life in general, studying economics. But there and then in the slums, this was in 2007, I found my passion for education, and I was really trying to contribute with something. I felt that these kids, these very happy kids, were in an environment that was very tough for them. They couldn't really get a good education, but I felt that I could contribute with something. But very quickly I understood that I couldn't really contribute with much, because I was actually learning much more myself about life than I could ever contribute with. But since then I've been trying to find a way to contribute somehow, and I'm still struggling with that. I came back to the Nordics through Sweden. Actually, I moved to Finland, my mother's country, 8 years ago, and started my first own edtech company. And through that, I got connected with a research project at the Helsinki University, which is one of the best universities in Finland when it comes to pedagogy and pedagogical research. And I got connected to this fantastic research about digital storytelling. And they were creating this new academic model around that. And in the end, this became the product that we now offer as EdVisto, which stands for Educational Video Storytelling. So we promote video storytelling as a learning method. And what this really does and tries to do is to revolutionize and flip the way we learn and teach. Because we as adults cannot really teach kids that much, but we can unlock their talent by giving them the tools for them to express themselves. And that's what we want to do. Let the kids tell their stories through video, through digital video, social media. They have the technological skills. We just need to guide them when it comes to the pedagogy. Well, so that's what we try to do, and I also would like to try to partner with anyone who is trying to do something similar, because our thing is to partner and improve things, not to try to do everything ourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much.